W8WKY.
This is the K8ZFR repeater. The time is 9:13 p.m.
DGE listening on Echolink.
W8VTV. Repeater TL110.9.
WB4AIZ listening.
WB4AIZ, this is KD8SLG. How you doing there, Chuck?
Yeah, WB4AIZ.
KD8SLG, KD2HC. WB4AIZ, how you doing, Chuck? Are you recovering completely from your fall? And hello, Chris, HC.
Oh yeah, WB4AIZ. Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. Just gotta be careful with that knee. Yeah. But the only thing, when I spent in the hospital, I gained 2 pounds with all the food that I was eating, the daily food and stuff like Brussels sprouts and whatever. So I ate pretty good on the neighborhood.
All right, buddy. You watch out for your knee there and get out there and walk and work off those 2 extra pounds. Say hi to Chris here to KD2HCE, KD8SLG. How you doing, Chris?
Good evening, Nick. I was just giving you a heads up. There's a duct, not Donald, a duct, as in heating duct, as in tropospheric duct. Michigan repeaters are coming down here 40 over, so you may be getting a little interference with the net tonight, so beware.
I have no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. I just keyed up because I heard Chuck out there. I'm on a Wires X net in Oklahoma right now, but I have been listening to a net in Ontario. I was picking it up on 147180, which is the Maslin repeater. I listened to those guys for about an hour. They were coming in pretty good.
$147,180. You got a PL?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But I'm not hearing anything now. I think the net may have wrapped up. But who was running it? I still got his call sign here somewhere. I was hearing all these VA3s and V3 this and V3 that, so I had to look it up and see where it was coming from. And he kept talking about Cornwall. VE3WGK, I believe, was the net control operator.
W8WKY.
Let me go see if 180 is programmed into the 847. I'm already pointed northwest, so I'm pointing Detroit, so I'll get up there, no problem. All right, I'll be back. If you want to throw me on the list in and out, again, I'm doing paperwork for the other net, and it just takes up all my time. I just want to give you a heads up that 145.33, 100 is WR8DAR. I was hitting it 5 watts on the beam. I was hitting it with about 50 watts on the GP9, and that's on the roof on a 10-foot mast. So I'm not, the top of my beam is pretty much the square in Medina, so I'm below the square. So if I can get up there on 5 watts on the beam, it's good conditions. Roger?
I have no responsibilities whatsoever tonight, Chris, but I imagine that Eric's probably listening. We'll get you on the list. You have fun there, man. KD8SLG, clear with KD2HCE.
KD8RWX, KD8SLG.
That was a very quiet signal, and I don't have my headsets on. You want to try it again? It's KD8SLG.
Yeah, this is KD8RWX. I gotta figure out what's going on with this thing. It says it's all the way plus 10 on the mic gain, but it doesn't seem true. Over.
Hey, Scott. I thought that was you. Now, don't ask me for signal report. I'm not on the best of gear to give it. You're just a little quiet compared to whoever I was just talking to, so I had to turn up the volume a little bit. What are you up to, man?
Oh, not too much. Just prepared to make my first HF contact in general. Does this sound any better?
I'm sorry, what was that question? Something beeped at me over here.
I was wondering if I sound any better now than when I first picked up over.
I'm going to say not really. Still a bunch of noise in there with you, but I can hear you.
I can barely make out who you're talking to with, Nick. AP8MO, hi.
Yeah, Nick, I'm gonna look into it and see what's going on with this radio. Anyway, I'll holler at you later. This is KD8RWX.
KD8RWX, KD8SLG. Talk to you later, Scott. Hi, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, half the problem is you just got to cuddle up to that mic a little bit. If you just climb up on the mic, it will help immensely. It just, you're just really, really quiet. So, your signal's pretty good. It's just, with all the...
KE8VZA.
KVZA, KD8SLG. Hi, Eric. I don't know what happened to Andy there. He just dropped out.
Hello all, KE8VZA here. We have about, 4.5 minutes till the bottom of the hour. If anybody would like to get on the early list, please call now.
KD2HCE, punch and let me go. KD2HCE 73.
All right, Chris, I got you in there already, believe it or not. I heard you guys talking.
Yeah, that was a user malfunction. AP8MO on the side. I'm back.
No, this user would never make any malfunctions on this end. KE8VZA, hi.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
CQ. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet. This is Mike. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a direct-to-net, and all traffic needs to go through net control. If there is any priority or emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. Okay, it looks like we don't have any emergency or priority traffic. That is good. If there is any, the net is on the following. Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39 with a positive offset of 600K and a PL tone of 114.8. All-star node of 48,496 and Echolink connection of Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee -R. Okay, first things first, before we get this show going, let's do the ever popular Mickey Mouse roll call, see who is out there. Let's start at the top. Let's check with Nick at Night. KE8QKO. Nick, are you there?
W8WKY.
KE8QKO. Hello, Mike, and hello, everyone on the net. Yes, sir, I am here and standing by for the start of the net. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, sir. This is KE8QKO.
Okay, Nick, you sound great. Sounds like everything's working wonderfully. Okay, let's see what Eric's up to. KE8VZA. Hello, Eric.
KE8QWE, this is KE8VZA. Doing pretty good, Mike. How are you? You're sounding good.
Eric, you have a little bit of noise, but overall seems to be working just peachy keen. So, okay, let's see about just Nick. KD8SLG. Hello, Nick.
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG. Sounding good there, Mike. I'll be sticking around tonight. See you in the blue screen. KD8SLG.
Okay, Nick, you seem to be working just fine. You sound fantastic, and of course, as always, that sound like me. Okay, let's see what the Squatch of Medina is doing. Mr. Dustin, KD8EPC, hello.
All right, KE8QWE on the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. I don't know for sure if I'll be around for the whole show or not. I am kind of tired, but we're going to try our best to be here. So keep me on the list. This is KD8EPC, back to prenet control.
Okay, we'll go ahead and give you a shout. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, we figure you're probably sleeping, getting ready to start another week of fun. Okay, I don't think he's going to be here, but I'm going to give him a holler. KI5DAY, hello, Alan. KI5DAY, hello, Alan. Okay, it sounds like he is not there, so that's okay. He will be here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run down through who we have. Let's go with Josh, KE8YUG. Hello, Josh.
Evening, Mike. This is KE8YUG. Yeah, I'll be sticking around this evening and looking forward to it. Thanks for running the pre-show. Back to you, KE8YUG.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Welcome to the net. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8YUG. Andy in the land of snow and maple syrup. AB8MO. Hello, Andy. AB8MO.
sorry. I just put the hearing aids back in. I had to get the song Going Up the Country by Canned Heat out of my system, so I was listening to it. I'll be here, I guess, and I'll be listening to the rest of the pre-net. Imagine that. KE8QWE, this is ABNMO.
Okay, Andy, welcome to the net. Yeah, I have always kind of liked that song. I'm not quite sure how that guy could sing that high and that off key, but hey, that is what he did. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with the ABNMO. Let's see what Kelly's up to. KC0LRM. Hello, Kelly.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got to turn the radio off over here. Okay, there. That's better. Hey, thanks for getting me in there. Yep, I'll be sticking around for the big show, and we got a little rain here and a little mist. In the 40s, pretty good weather, except for all the rain. Hopefully that can go away the next day or two. All right, back to you.
Okay, Kelly, welcome to the net. Hopefully we are going to have a good one tonight, and I know the weather here has been fantastic. It's supposed to be fantastic the rest of the week for this time of year. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC0LRM. Let's talk to Tom, KA8MNT. Hello, Tom.
KE8QWE, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Mike, and everybody else that's here. My arm is awful sore from being twisted, so I guess I'll stick around for the net this evening. So this is KA8MNT, back to KE8QWE.
Okay, Tom. Well, I'm sorry that your arm is sore. We try not to use excessive force, just enough to get people to stay. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KA8MNT. Whiskey 3, ETB. Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, hello, Mike. Yeah, actually, just reading the blue screen. And my attention was distracted there for a minute or two. So if it wasn't for you calling me Eddie, hello Eddie, I probably would not have been answering. So it's good that I think I'm the only Eddie that's been on this net. We need to have some more Eddies and more Eds. I think there is an Ed. Yeah, there's an Ed. There's an Edwards. Anyway, I'm just going on and on. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be hanging around. Back to that.
Okay, Eddie, welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey 3 ETP. Let's go to K5 CFY. Hello, Ray.
KWSLG. Ray's running the American Airlines net with Alan. They'll be here later on. KD8SLG.
Okay, thank you much. Yeah, that is right. We have Ray and Alan there over on their AA net. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on to Harry. KE8ZZR. Hello, Harry.
Good evening, Mike. Thank you. This is KE8ZZR, Harry, in Wadsworth, Ohio. Hope everybody's had a nice weekend. Great weather we've had.
Okay, Harry, are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
I'll stick it out as long as I can. If not, I'll let you know.
Okay, Harry, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, let's go to Canal Fulton and see what Cody is up to. KE8ZTK. Hello there, Cody.
KE8QWE. This is KE8ZTK. Good evening, Mike, and everybody on the prenet. I will be sticking around for the show this evening, and in the meantime, I'm just going to goof around here with the Geocron that I picked up today, trying to figure out all the bells and whistles on this thing. So with that, I'll send it back to you for the prenet.
Okay, Cody. Hey, just one quick question. Did you get the one that runs a computer, or did you get the one that's actually like a clock? Over?
I got the one that runs like a computer, the one that you just hook up to an HDMI port through a TV.
W8WKY.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I knew that most of what they have now just runs through a PC, but I really didn't know if they still had the old clock type out there. In any event, I'm going to go ahead and clear with Cody. Let's go ahead and clear with KE8ZTK. Let's see what Gary's up to. KE8 Whiskey Alpha. Hello, Gary.
Good evening, Jim. There's K8WA, and planning on being here for the whole show tonight. Barring any unforeseen circumstance, I should be here. So, we'll get to it in there. There's K8WA.
Okay, Gary, that sounds good. Welcome to our net and trivia. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Alpha. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
The Alpha Foxtrot 5 Julia Bravo, Matt, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's your time.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee November Juliet, KE8YNJ, John from Norton.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie with KE8, TJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
Okay, I have somebody breaking up here. Can you try moving your radio or changes your power or something like that? Over. Okay, I'm sorry, but I can't make out anything other than you're trying to make contact. So, go ahead and run through the three I have. AF5JB, hello, Matt.
So I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else on the net. I've been doing very well. Showing the warmer weather in Oklahoma. It's currently 45 degrees. You know, it's been raining. I got through raining the whole lot this weekend, but I can deal with rain better I can the high snow, so I'll take the rain any day. Other than that, had a great weekend. Played Pac-Man Battle Royale and another arcade game called Cruise and Blast at Dave Buster's. That was a lot of fun. Then I went to Hard Rock, kind of hung around there. Had me a chicken sandwich, a grilled one. And then I went home and had me a beer and went to bed. So that was my Saturday night. And just kind of taking it easy all day today. Get ready to start a whole new week, but just want to take a chance for a little bit to come in and say hi to everyone. And everybody stay warm out there, like wherever Well, we are. Good to hear everybody, as always, and thanks for having me on. And that's all I got for now. See y'all next time. This is AFIJB, Matt, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back to the control, 73, and get y'all next time. Thanks again.
Okay, Matt, it sounds like you've had a good weekend, and I agree with you. I would take rain over snow, and I'd take snow over ice. So I guess that's kind of my whole take on the weather. You know, where we live here in Ohio, we get weather that's all over the place. Everything like today. It was up in the low 40s, a beautiful sunny day. It was a great day all the way around. Hey, you know, in a week we could have a blizzard and sub-zero weather, so you never know. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with AF5JB, and Matt, have a great night. Let's go see what John is up to. KE8YNJ. Hello, John.
K8QWE, everybody in the group. This is KE8YNJ. Good evening, Mike. And yeah, who would have ever thought you'd take grandkid to the outdoor park down in Norton today? It was nice weather. So, anyways, we're going to stick around tonight for trivia, and we'll catch you in a little bit. Back to you, Mike. KE8YNJ.
Okay, John, welcome to our net. Yep, the beauty of Ohio. If you're not happy with the weather, you just need to go ahead and wait a couple hours. Okay, I'll go ahead and clear with KE8YNJ. Let's see what Phil's up to. K8PJW. Hello, Phil. K8PJW. Hello, Phil.
K8PJW. This is Phil in Pittsburgh. I'm starting to fade pretty fast here, so I'm just going to make this one and done. Just want to get on the log. So have a great evening. PJW back to the...
Okay, Phil, that sounds good. You have a hum. I'm not sure what is going on, some type of buzz or hum, but when it comes to this stuff, it can be anything. So you go ahead and have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and clear with K8PJW. Let's go see what Bill is doing. KB3OXH. Hello, Bill. KB3OXH. Okay, Bill, we'll go ahead and leave you on the list, and we will give you a shout. If you're there, you're there. Great. If you're not, I hope that you have a great night. I better go ahead and ID this thing before the FCC comes knocking on the door. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it's quiet now. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Well, awful quiet. I think everyone's probably tired out from the day. That sun tires you out, KSFQV.
KZ8 FQV, hello Mark, and I know you're going to be here for the whole net, over.
Oh, yeah. Well, try to do it. I should do a reversal. I should go to sleep now so I can get up in the morning, the morning net. But no, we'll be here. You know, I say that, I won't fall asleep. So I will not try even attempt to do it. So, KSFQV.
W8WKY.
Well, Mark, that falling asleep is famous last words. Hey, I've been doing trivia or something like that, and I'll be sitting here, and the next thing I know, I hear my call sign. I have to wake up and do something. So, Mark, welcome to our net. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it sounds like there's somebody trying to check in, but the only thing they're doing is they're opening the repeater, but there's no audio. Could you give her another shot, please?
Hey, they're using a phone or something. Make sure you unmute yourself. If you're using a smartphone that's coming through via side.
If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Alpha India 5 Quebec AI 5Q Jerris.
Okay, I picked up AI5Q Jerris. Hey, Jerris, are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
Yes, I will be sticking around for the duration of the net and attempting to answer the trivia or questions as it is. So I shall be here.
Okay, that sounds good. Welcome to the Sunday Night Net. We are glad to have you. I'm going to go ahead and clear with AI5Q. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
November 8, Whiskey Hotel Romeo, N8 WHR Mike in Brunswick, in and out.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WB3K Phil in Canal Fulton. No traffic. God bless to all. Okay, I picked up N8 Whiskey Hotel Romeo. It looks like you are going to be in and out. Go ahead and have a great night. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with N8 Whiskey Hotel Romeo. Let's go to Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Hello, Phil. this Jim I hear in here? Quebec Whiskey. Oh, yes, hello. It's good to hear you, buddy. Hope you're feeling better, and I'm just glad to hear your voice. It's revitalizing. And you be good to yourself, and much love and continued blessings of better health. I'm going to be clear and let you carry on with the net. It's good to hear you. God bless you. Much, much. Okay, Phil, you go ahead and take care of yourself, and you have a great night and a great day. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. FRB, Kilo Foxtrot 5, Alpha Delta Nick, down here in Cibolo. Okay, we had a couple people that had a little bit of a pileup. So could each one of you come back again? Over. Okay, we'll try it again and see if it doesn't go into another pileup. Kilo Foxtrot 5, Alpha Delta Echo, KF5 ADE, Nick, down here in Cibolo. This is Victor Echo 2, Oscar, Uniform Alpha. Name is Rudy. Rudy, Cape Toronto, Canada. Go ahead. Okay, could the last caller come back again? You were breaking up. This is Victor Echo 3 Oscar Uniform Alpha. The name is Rudy. I'm in Toronto, Canada. Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and work these two right now. Looks like I picked up a KF5 ABE. Sorry, that looks like that was KF5 ADE. That is Nickelodeon. Hello, Nick. Up here for the computer. Get the vacuum tubes warmed up. And we'll get on the blue screen, or the not blue screen for the NetLogger, but we'll go ahead and get things set up for you. Are you guys just starting, or are you ending? And I'm getting it really mixed up. KF5 AD, back to you. Okay, Nick, this is the pre-check. In fact, the net will get rolling here in about 1 minute. Are you going to be here for the entire show and do trivia and all of that? Over. Yes, sir. We'll be in here for the show. And Sandy's asking if you would be kind enough to stick her call sign in there. KG5SYC, and I will not say it phonetically because I will screw it up. So there you go. Back to you. Okay, we have Sandy on the list, and I'm sure she's going to be here for the whole show too. So let's see what KG5SYC Sandy's doing. Hello.
This is KG5 SYC, and Oh, we're just trying to get things settled with the new phone. Let me tell you, Google and Samsung are not cooperating with me whatsoever. I'll say more later. This is KG5SYC.
W8WKY.
Okay, Sandy, I know these phones have a mind of their own, and you are on the list, and I know that Sandy's always right. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KG5SYC. Let's go up to Canada. VE3OUA, hello.
Hello, sir. This is Vector Echo 3, Oscar Uniform Alpha, Moody in Canada. Just want to say howdy. Not going to stay long. So I have to be excused. You don't mind, sir? Please go ahead.
Okay, so you are going to be in and out. Over.
Roger. Thank you so much.
Okay, have a great night and a great day tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with the VE3OUA. Now it's time we kick this on over to Nick and Knight. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. It's all yours, man.
Thank you, Mike, and fine business on the pre-show as always. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, K8QKO, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, All-Star node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Dewdrop Inn, and various other repeaters. So you have to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by phonetically along with your name and location.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu India November, K8ZIN, Joe in Willowick, Ohio.
Alpha Juliet 0 Echo Foxtrot, AJ0 EF, Joe, West Seneca, New York. Alpha Lima 8 Tango, Alpha Lima 8 Tango, Nate in Kodiak, Alaska, in and out.
Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Charlie Kilo, Mark and Copley.
All right, that was a fine list of check-ins there, nice and orderly. Thank you, gentlemen. I have K8ZIN Joe. I have I have AZ0EF Joe. I have ALAT Nate, who is in and out, and I have KG4SCK Mark. I'm going to go with my net controller, I think line 29 should be Alpha Lima 8 Tango. Alpha Lima, I'm sorry. Alpha Zulu 0 Echo Foxtrot. That's correct. Actually, that looks correct. There was an AZ0 EF station. If you're out there, can you come back with your call sign again? It's not showing up on QRZ.
Net control, this is Alpha Juliet 0 Echo Foxtrot AJ0 EF Joe in West Seneca, New York.
All right, copy that, sir. Thank you. Alpha Juliet 0 Echo Foxtrot. Gotcha in there, Joe. Appreciate you coming back with us and verifying your call sign. So those are the 4 check-ins that we have. And let's go up to our trivia masters tonight. We're going to go up and talk to Eric, K8VZA, to get our primary question right for us. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA here with your main trivia question. Here we go. What was the first disaster covered most quickly after the actual event by radio? The choices are Alpha, sinking of the Titanic; Bravo, Hindenburg crash; Charlie, New York subway accident; or Delta, collapse of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. I'm going to drop it for a second, come back and read it a second time. KE8VZA returning. And the main trivia question, again, is what was the first disaster covered most quickly after the actual event by radio? Choices are Alpha, sinking the Titanic; Bravo, Hindenburg crash; Charlie, New York subway accident; or Delta, the collapse of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. And I'll turn it back to KE8QKO, and I will put this in the blue screen.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm going to have to think on that one. There's a couple of options there I'm kind of torn on, so I'm going to think about them before I give my answer. And next, we're going to go down to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate question for us tonight. So, Alan, take it away.
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee. Hey, good evening there, Mr. Nick at Night and the rest of the gang. And I like the way Eric did that. He read the whole thing, dropped, came back and read it again, so I'll probably follow suit with that. I'll go ahead and drop now, then I'll come back and read it once, drop one more time, and read it again. All right, tonight's alternate trivia question is as follows. A couple of years ago, Dustin, Russell, and Warm Weather Wade came to visit the Tulsa area. I took them to a very popular local barbecue house. Which side dish did I special order for them to try? Was it A, fried okra; B, fried chicken gizzards; C, fried green tomatoes; or D, fried beans and corn Waldo bread? Let me reset. I really struggle sometimes to read these. I don't know what my issue is. But anyway, a couple years ago when Dustin, Russell, and Warm Weather Wade came to visit the Tulsa area, I took them to a very popular local barbecue house. Which side dish did I special order for them to try? Was it A, fried okra; B, fried chicken gizzards; C, fried green tomatoes; or D, fried beans and corn Waldo bread? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right. Thank you for another fine question there, Alan. I'm actually going to go up to Dustin next year because I believe he is short time tonight. So hopefully he doesn't spoil that for the rest of the net. But I appreciate that question. And on that note, let's talk to KD8. Dustin with an answer for the prior question, but now the ultimate question is, and get his comments for that tonight. Dustin, take it away.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you there, Nick. And a word from our sponsor. Boy, I'm going to go for the first one here. Let's see. Give me A for the first one. The second one, I unfortunately have to step away from. I can't give you the answer because I already know. And so there you go. Boy, I will say good to hear Alan, good to hear you, good to hear Mike, good to hear the whole gang out there. I don't have much for you. I'm beat. My week's almost done. 2 more days to go. With that, we're at the bottom. That's all we got for you. As Uncle Fred would say, we're running out of material. So have a great rest of your net. This is KD8EPC, back to net control. Have a great net, Nick.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Sleep well and get some rest and enjoy the finishing out of your week. Okay, so that's going to take us down to our first non-in-and-out check-in, which will be K8YUG Josh. How you doing tonight, Josh? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is K8YUG. Good evening, Nick, and sounding good. Good to hear you. Good to hear everybody else, and looking forward to hearing the rest of the net. For the trivia, I was going to go with A alpha for both. The first one's pretty tricky, so I'm going to go with the Titanic. I think it was alpha, but A for both of them. Don't really know on B, so I'm just going to go with the alpha as well. And then, we had a good weekend. Nice weather, and I got to do a good amount of chatting on the radio. Just jumping around the repeaters and stuff. And then I did a nice amount on Simplex too. It was really a lot of good signals coming in, so that was fun. I saw my parents, and I had my net control certificate from NORS. My mom laminated that, so that was pretty cool. Got that done. Talked to Dad on the CB radio driving, so we had a good day, and gonna probably play some more Pal World with Marie tonight. We've been playing that. So 73, everybody. We'll be listening and enjoying the net. Everybody take care. Have a good end of the week here. K8YUG, back to net.
All right, thank you, Josh, and congratulations on getting your certificate and getting that laminated. Next, we're going to go down to AB8MO, Andy, see what he has for us tonight. Oh, wait, you know what? Before I go to Andy, Josh, do we have your trivia answers? I think you said them, but they're not in NetLogger. Can you repeat them for me? I think you said alpha and alpha, but I'm going to confirm.
Yeah, that's correct. Alpha, alpha. AA for both. Alpha, alpha. Thanks, KAYUG. Back to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down for alpha and alpha. Next, go down to AB8MO, Andy. How you doing, Andy? What do you have for the net tonight?
Oh, not a whole heck of a lot. This is ABHMO. We got a bunch of little child talk here. The blue screen here, Eddie. Let's see here. Not a whole lot here today. I did have my nieces over for the weekend, so that was a lot of fun. Went by quick, but I was okay with that because I'd rather I could ever raise kids because I don't know that I have the energy for it. Well, I just turned 40, so, maybe I would have at 30 or let's see, how old is Josh? 25? Maybe at 25. So, I suppose the good Lord would give me that energy if I had children, so we'll see. All righty. I haven't heard KB30XH in a long time. I don't know if that was him trying to check in, but I linked up 147015, and if he's listening, he might try that. He might have a better chance getting into that than Doylestown, although I think they're both about the same distance from his house. One's just due north, and the other one is pretty much due west, so neither one is particularly close to him. So, anyhow, trivia answer. That's interesting. I'm going to go to, I think one of the answers is the Hindenburg. I got to figure out which one. Yeah, the Hindenburg crash. I think I watched a documentary on the Hindenburg, and they did have some clips from a newscast in the background. So I'll go with that one. But I really don't know. That's a pure swag. And let's see, Corn Waldo bread. That does sound delicious, so I'm going to have to go with that. I'm not crazy about beans, though. At least they're not Corn Waldo beans. Back she comes. This is ABNMO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Got you down there for Bravo and Delta. Yeah, Corn Waldo bread. Sounds like, I'm not sure if I want to eat that or not. But, yeah, enticing, I suppose. All right, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater. Looked at the clock right when I went to Andy and realized it was 10:13 already. Now it's 10:16, so I need to identify. It's going quick, this first part of the net. And next we're going to go down to KC0LRM Kelly. How you doing tonight, Kelly? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
I'm going to do my trivia answer real quick here. I think I'm going to go with C, the New York subway, just for something different. And if it was me, I would have got them gizzards, so I'm going to go with the gizzards, which I think was B. Hope everybody's doing good out there. It's nice and moist here. We've been having mist for all weekend, and temperature's not too bad, though. We're not 2 degrees, so I'm happy about that. And everybody have a good evening, and back to you. I'll get you get on down the list there, since we got a pretty good one tonight. All right, 73s.
All right, Kelly, I think we got you down there for, I think you said B, and then chicken gizzards. I believe that was C. Or no, you guys down for C, Charlie, the New York subway. And chicken gizzards was Bravo, so Charlie and Bravo. Next, we go down to KA8MNT Tom. How you doing tonight, Tom? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick, and everybody that's here this evening. Well, let's see. Let's go to the trivia first. I believe I'm going to go with the Hindenburg because that was a big deal at that time with the Hindenburg coming from Germany to the United States. And it was being broadcast at the time, so of its landing and consequential blowing up. So I'm going to go with that. And as far as second trivia question, I have got no idea. So just to be consistent, I'm going to go with B, chicken gizzards. So my answer is B and B. Real quick, had a pretty good day today. Myself and one of the other Maslin Club members went down to the Jackson Bog, which is a state park, and we activated POTA down there using a fairly new antenna just to test it out and everything, and it tested out really, really good. So we're tickled with that. And with that, I'm going to turn everything back over to the net. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Tom. Appreciate you. I got your answers in there as Bravo and Bravo, and congratulations for activating your POTA activation this weekend. And let's see, it's 10:19. I'm going to identify, so no, I'm not going to. Hang on, I'm going to wait till a few more minutes. Anyway, sorry, kind of there tonight, a little slow, a little tired, been a long weekend. Let's go to W3ETB Eddie. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WK.
Hi, Nick. Yeah, it's been nice and sunny here in Annapolis today. I think that some of the sun came down that Nick was talking about earlier today. You know, kind of made everything nice and bright. A little chilly though, but other than that, just been staying inside the house, not really doing too much. Looking at all the radios and thinking about what I could do with them. And actually, let's see, go ahead and answer the trivia questions. There's got a few people behind me here, or in front of me. I'm not sure which way is which. Actually, for the main trivia question, I will go with A for the Titanic, because I think they were probably doing a lot of Morse code at that time. That may have been before the Hindenburg. You know, I know that they were announcing that. I had that reporter that was saying, "Oh, this is terrible. This is horrible. This is," you know, it just kind of went really crazy over, you know, the fact that the Hindenburg had actually crashed and burned, and that was really a terrible thing. Anyway, you know, it was really bad. But Titanic was more or less, I think, before that. So anyway, I'm going to go with A for the main. And as far as Alan's question, I think I really like A for the okra, because I probably would like fried okra. But chicken gizzards is something that I think that Alan would probably recommend. So. And if you haven't tried chicken gizzards, you should. They are delicious, though. So anyway, I'll turn it back over to the net before I get too long-winded here. This is W3TV, back to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got you down. I think you said the Titanic and chicken gizzards, so that would be Alpha and... Is it Alpha? Is that right? Let me look at my list here. Alpha, and I thought you said chicken gizzards, which were Bravo. Can you come back with your alternate question answer again, please?
I think I did release the machine here, didn't I?
Yeah, there was some key up and some, it was rekeying a second there. But can you come back with your trivia answers one more time?
Okay there, Mike. Actually, Mike. Okay, Nick. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Nick. I said A and B for the answers. A for the main and B for the alternate trivia.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Alpha and Bravo. Next, we're going to go down to K5, CFY. Ray. How you doing, Ray? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar. This is K5CFY. Good afternoon there, or evening there, Mr. Nick at Night. Good to have you running the net there, and Eric's done a wonderful job on the net controller. Let's see, me being, well, I wasn't there with the guys when they ate, but I'm going to go with Bravo and Alpha. That could go either way, but I'm going to go with Bravo and Alpha. So thanks for running that. Thanks all the Beacon crew there for putting the net on and lighting up the airways. We appreciate it. 73, everybody. K5CFY.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate your kind words. And we got you down there for Bravo and Alpha. All right, this is KE8QKO, the WWKY repeater, going through our list of check-ins to the Beacon Net. Next, we're going to go down to KE8ZZR. Harry. How you doing tonight, Harry? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Hello, Nick. Yeah, this is Harry, KE8ZZR. Doing fine. Weather was great today. Can't complain in Ohio for having almost 50-degree weather. And I had a great time yesterday up there at the Sarah antenna build, the part 2 of it. It was very interesting. Met some great people. So it was a good weekend all around. For my answer to the trivia question, I'm going to go with B, the Hindenburg, and B on the alternate trivia. I will do B as well, chicken gizzards.
All right, thank you, Harry. Got you on there for Bravo and Bravo. Yeah, glad the antenna build went pretty good. It was pretty nice yesterday too, so I'm guessing Gary didn't have to work his heater. He had it up so much in his garage, too much, but maybe he'll have another opportunity to use it and have people over to enjoy it. But I'm glad you enjoyed that, and thanks for your answers. Thanks for getting with us there. Next, we're going to go down to KE8ZTK. Cody, how you doing tonight, Cody? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Nick. This is KE8ZTK. I don't have a whole lot for the net this evening. Still sitting down here goofing around this Geocron. It's going to take me a while to figure out everything that this thing can do. For the trivia tonight, I'm going to go with Bravo and Alpha. I just happened to recently, within the last week, watch something about CW on the Titanic. So from what I watched, I'm going to rule that one out. But I don't know. Could be a trick question too. I guess it depends on how that question was worded and if I'm understanding it correctly. So, but that's all I got. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Cody. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure at first with the wording of the question, but I think when he mentioned covered by radio, I think you meant covered by news radio or something like that, not just amateur radio. But that's my best guess. So I have my thoughts. I'm still torn on two of them. There's two of them there that kind of both stand out to me as options that might be good ones, so I'm kind of still thinking about it. Maybe if nobody answers the second one, that's what I'll go with. But we'll see. Next, we're going to go down to KE8WA, Gary. Actually, Gary gave his answers on the blue screen a bit, and he said he had to step away. So we'll see if he's out there. And if he isn't, then we can get a recheck from him later, and then scroll back up to get his answers from the blue screen. But if you're out there, Gary, go ahead and come back to us and your comments in the net. All right, hearing nothing from Gary there. His answers were Bravo and Delta. He posted them on the blue screen when he had to step away. So we'll see how that goes for him. And our next station, AF5JB, was in and out, and we are now down to KE8. K8YNJ. John, how you doing, John? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, the group. This is K8YNJ. And nothing really different from what most people around in the area here have. Enjoyed the nice weather. Probably going to end up having to take a personal day this week because it's going to be a little bit nicer even still. So my answers for trivia are going to be B, Bravo, A, Alpha. And that's all I've got. I'll say 7-3 and back to net control, KE8YNJ.
W8WKY.
All right. Thank you, Gary. Or, not Gary, I'm sorry. Thank you, John. We got you down there for Bravo and Alpha. And, yeah, it's going to be a nice week. It's going to be in the 50s this week. So, yeah, I'm to find some time to get outside and enjoy some of that weather. All right, our next station, K8PJW. Philip was in and out, and we are down now to KB3OXH. Bill, that's a call sign I have not heard in quite a while. So, Bill, if you're out there and you have comments on that, please come back to us. Kilo Bravo 3, Oscar X-Ray Hotel. Bill, if you're out there and have comments from the BeaconNet, please come back. All right, I just picked up a little bit of scratch there, Bill, so if you were trying to get in, you weren't quite making it. So I'm guessing that was probably you, and you weren't getting in hardly at all, just a tiny bit of scratch that actually made it through. But we appreciate you checking in, Bill. Maybe we can, maybe the propagation will improve later, and we can get a recheck from you and get you into the net and hear some comments. Okay, so next we're going to go down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing tonight, Mark? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
All right, KCFQV. Well, I'm going to say them gizzards, I think, or the alternative. And, yeah, we'll say the Hindenburg. I was trying to find, I got Raichu up, too. So I got that up and the other. But I wanted to bring up the YouTube link. You know, the day was a pretty decent day. Nice out. And I did watch a thing from, they have the Cohesion Festival up in Cleveland. They have a parade next weekend up there, up on St. Clair and like 64th Street up there in that area. I was watching an event they had on the streaming. Yeah. There's so much that stream now these days. You know, everything is just amazing. I mean, I was taking a picture on TV. They had a website address, and then I take the Google Lens and crop that, eat that website, and I sent it to my own email address in Google, because I didn't know how else to copy it. I'll just send it to myself. And it did work. So, you know, that's the whole thing. You just try it, and if it works, it works. That's the way I looked at Echolink. If it worked, it worked. And it worked for me for 4 years. I don't think that the tech people or Echolink ever, well, I know they never knew anything about me doing it that way for 4 years. I had 3 or 4 devices until we had one Norky down in Florida worrying about what other people are doing. So that's the thing. This technology, you do it until it will break. And it may never break. So back it comes, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Your answers for the trivia question. We heard Bravo, but we did not hear the alternate question answer. You want to come back with that for us?
Yep, the Hindenburg, Mike for the Bravo, and the gizzards are, I think it was gizzards they had. It was the bread, there was the tomatoes, and there was another fruit, and then there was gizzards, and I want to say, I think it was gizzards. So I'll send it back to net, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got you on there for Bravo and Bravo. All right, this is K8QKO and the W8WKI repeater going through our list of check-ins to BeaconNet. We are now down to AI5Q. Jairus, how you doing tonight, Jairus? And what do you have for the net tonight?
AI5Q here. I'm doing pretty good tonight. I don't have a lot going on. Just doing some little bit of cleanup in the shop and getting ready for going back into the office for the first time in 2 weeks tomorrow. I was out in training for a week and out sick for a week basically. So I'm laughing at Alan's blue screen comments saying that I'm abusive. Well, if he wasn't so easy to pick on, I wouldn't be so abusive. I already put my answers in the blue screen, but I'll give them to you. It's the Hindenburg, which would be A, and fried okra, which would be B, I believe. So Hindenburg and okra is what I'm going with for my answers, and appreciate you running the net. And if I go missing, you all know who to blame.
All right, thank you, Jairus. Got your answers in there. There's Bravo and Alpha, and I appreciate you checking into that. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, Alan. We don't want you to go missing. So something tells me you might be able to handle that hippie-haired guy over there and take care of yourself. But best guess anyway. All right, next two stations, the N8WHR and WV3K. We're in and out, and we are now down to KF5ADE Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening, Nick and crew and everybody out there. And we've been doing well and gotten back from Ohio, of course. Let's see. I'm beginning to get real bad problems with the mountain cedar. Down here they call it mountain cedar. And go find where the mountains are at here in Texas. But they call it mountain cedar. It's a juniper of some sort. And its pollen flies around January time frame, and it just seems to hang me out and really messes with my lungs and everything else, so I feel pretty miserable. But it's funny because up in Ohio, the cold, dry air cracks my fingertips, and oh my gosh, when I was there, it hurt. But down here, they're all healed up, of course, where it's a little bit more moisture and a little bit warmer temperature. But nonetheless, it's all good. Working on the VA thing for myself and taking care of that and watching little ones. Try not to be too much under Sandy's feet, but I sure stumble her around a bit. So, nonetheless, it's about it. And she's been having a fun time trying to keep me in tabs as best as she can. So, that's about the size of it for me. So, let's see, trivia questions. I like the. At first, I was going to go with the first choice, and then I thought I happened to read it in the blue screen. I think the blue screen might have given it a hint there. So I'm shifting it over to the Hindenburg after what the blue screen says. And as far as the really good trivia question, that's really a good one. I'm going to go with B on chicken gizzards because I don't know whether people up there in northern country know what chicken gizzards are or not, but I know they know fried green tomatoes are. And I've never heard of fried beans. Now, refried beans, which I can't quite figure out how they get refried beans, but you'd have to fry the beans first time around, so that's a bit of a mess up. But fried okra is a great answer, but I'm going to stick with my gun as saying the chicken gizzards because they are delicious. Chicken gizzards and heart. Man, what a combination. So with that, KF5AD back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Nick. We got you down there for Bravo and Bravo. And yeah, try to stay out from under Sandy's feet, but I understand that might always be possible. Just do your best. And next, we're on to KG5SYC. Sandy, how you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
this is KG5SYC, and we're having a little bit of an issue there. I tried to do one thing for Nick, and it seems to fail, or he misunderstands what I'm saying, or he'll go about doing something different than what I tell him to do. And it's getting to be an issue. But the more I try, the worse it seems to be getting. But we're hanging in there. Went to church today, and which was the first Sunday back, because my half-sister came into town after we got back, and so we went out with her. And it's kind of a neat story, because she is of my birth father, and I was adopted. So for about 50-some years, I did not know who my biological family was, and then I got in and found my mom, and then I went on 23andMe and Ancestry, and hooked up with my two half-sisters and a half-brother, and their families, and through DNA, which is awesome, because I was been looking for them for a very long time. So if you're looking for somebody, I'd say Ancestry, DNA, and 23andMe, and go for it, because it definitely panned out for me. Other than that, as I was saying, I've been fighting with Samsung and Google, and trying to get this new phone set up, and it's failing. Trivia. Well, let's see. I'm going to go with B. And the other one, I'm going to go with A for okra, because I think there's not a lot of people up there that eat okra up in Ohio and up in the north. It's more of a southern dish. So there you go, and you got my quote. This is KG5SYC, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Sandy. And congratulations on meeting your half-sister on 23andMe. Yeah, my wife's family had a funny story about that, or not funny, I guess. Interesting how that worked out with her family. But I'm not going to tell them now, maybe later. But anyway, we got your answers down as Bravo and Alpha, and thanks for getting with us there. And try to keep that Nick in line. It's sometimes the guys don't listen as well as they should. Just gotta keep them in line. All right, now our next station was VE3OUA. That was Hratch. He was in and out from Ontario, and we are now down to K8ZIN Joe. How you doing tonight, Joe? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo Echo 8, Zulu India November. Joe, if you're out there and you have comments on that, please take it away. All right, I'm not hearing anything from Joe there, so maybe we'll hold off on him and see if he wants to recheck later. And next we're going to go down to Alpha Juliet 0 Echo Foxtrot, another Joe, and see what he has for the net tonight.
Good evening, and thank you for calling the net tonight. I have no traffic for the net. This is my first check-in. I just happened to stumble across it after being on the Sunday night net. But as far as the trivia questions go, I will go with the Titanic and Chicken Gizzards. Back to Alpha Juliet 0 Echo Foxtrot 73.
right, thank you, Joe. Welcome to join the net at any time. Thanks for being a first-time checking in here. Yeah, we got you down there for Alpha and Bravo. Also, the Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday night at the same time. So come on back anytime you want, and we're happy to have you. Next, well, actually, before I go further, this is KEAQKO and the WAWQR repeater going through us a check-in for the Beacon Net. Our next station was AL18. It was Nate, and he was in and out. And we are now down to KG4SCK. Mark, how you doing, Mark? And what's your traffic for the net tonight?
Hey, good evening, Nick and everybody on the net. Traffic tonight is, I was playing on 10 meters a little bit. Had to rework that guy in St. Croix. I guess I messed it up the last time. I hope I got it right this weekend. And I think I made a contact all the way over into Sweden. So that's what I was doing. The answer to the trivia questions. I'm going to go with Bravo for the first one. I think I remember seeing and hearing the newsreel, and about halfway through it, I distinctly remember the announcer said, "The humanity." And,
okay, this is a quick vid for 2.
Let's see, Alan's alternate trivia question. Well, I don't think they serve sides of chicken gizzards in Oklahoma. That's a main course. So I'm going to go with Alpha Fried Okra. KG4SCK, back to group.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got you down there for Bravo and Alpha. Congratulations on hitting Sweden. You know, it's a lot easier to call them up on the radio and chat with them sometimes than flying all the way out there. So I guess that's always good. Next we have KI5TAQ Taco Tim. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick, or shall I say just Nick. No, that's KD8SLG is just Nick. We got so many Nicks out here. I'm just doing all right, despite a little bit of cold weather and a little bit of rain here in the Tulsa area. As far as the trivia questions are, well, the alternate question, I'll possibly go for D. But the main question, well, let's put it this way. There were radios during the sinking of the Titanic and the Hindenburg crash, let alone maybe the Tacoma Narrows as well. So now let's narrow it down, let alone the New York subway. But now let's narrow it down as to which one was the very first. Oh, it's kind of like a tie between the sinking of the Titanic or the Hindenburg. So, don't know. Maybe I'll try it for the Hindenburg first, and we'll go from there. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, sir. I think you said it was going to be Hindenburg for the primary question, Bravo, and Delta for the alternate question. Looks like my NetLogger got the same thing, so we'll go with that, and if I'm wrong, you can always recheck. Okay, next let's go down to VK3HJQ, John from Australia. How you doing, John? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
And what that, now we're cooking. I'm not the transmitter. VK3HJQ, good afternoon from down under. It's only 21 degrees out here. It was 29 this morning at 5:30 when I was out bushy riding. Anyway, 2:49 p.m. and it's stopped raining and obviously cooled down. He was talking about eggs. I didn't know what over easy meant. But the guys are telling me in the text box what it means is cook the egg and then flip it over the other side. What do we call that? I think fried eggs. But but then they got sunny side up and over medium. Oh boy, how many ways can you cook an egg? You just cook it. Yeah, so we have obviously boiled eggs, scrambled eggs. So actually, we used to call scrambled eggs yellow eggs when I was young. Actually, here's a story, just changing the subject, about potatoes and pumpkin. Us kids would never eat pumpkin, but we loved eating the spuds. Anyway, one day Mum gives us these potatoes, and they got a bit of a yellowy tinge. And we didn't think anything of it. We ate it up, and then they sort of got more yellowish and orange as she cooked them the next day and the next day. And we finally figured out that she was really adding the pumpkin to the spuds. So we quickly spat that out, didn't we? Oh boy, how's that for the net? Vic for HJQ.
All right, John, thank you. Yeah, moms will do anything to get their kids to eat something different, won't they? All right, I don't know if we got your answers to the trivia. Do you want to come back with those?
Well, I don't know what the trivia question is, so I can't really give you an answer.
All right, well, let's go get those reread in case there's anybody else out there that wants to check in and read the answer the trivia. So we'll go up to KE8VZA Eric and get our primary question, and then we'll go down to KI5DAY Alan and get the alternate question, and I'll get back to you. So, Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back for another reading of the main trivia question. What was the first disaster covered the most quickly after the actual event by radio? The choices are Alpha, sinking of the Titanic; Bravo, the Hindenburg crash; Charlie, New York subway accident; or Delta, the collapse of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. And I'll turn this back over to Net Control.
All right. Thank you there, Josh. Or Eric, sorry. I said that. Anyway, thank you, Eric. And let's go down to KF5DIY Alan to get the alternate question read again. Alan, take it away.
Alrighty, KI5DAY. And for the gentleman, I believe it's John that hasn't heard this question, this is a question that most people shouldn't have any knowledge of except for the guys that came down from Ohio to visit recently to Oklahoma in the last couple of years. So that's what this question pertains to. So it's simply a guess. And let me let this drop in. I will read tonight's alternate trivia question. All right, a couple years ago, when Dustin, Russell, and Warm Weather Wade came from Ohio to visit the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, I took them to a very popular local barbecue house. And which side dish did I special order for them to try? Was it A, fried okra; B, fried chicken gizzards; C, fried green tomatoes; or D, fried beans and corn Waldo bread? So let me read that one more time. A couple years ago, when Dustin, Russell, and Warm Weather Wade came from Ohio to visit Oklahoma in the Tulsa area, I took them to a popular local barbecue house. Which side dish did I special order for them to try? Which is an Oklahoma delicacy, by the way. Was it A, fried okra; B, fried chicken gizzards; C, fried green tomatoes; or D, fried beans and corn Waldo bread? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you for another fine question. Let's go back down to VK3HJQ and see what his answers are for the trivia. So, John, what do you got there for us?
I'm going to go with D and B. Could be the Titanic, but I don't know whether there's a lot of ham radio operators around. So I'll go for the bridge, whatever bridge it was, and B, whichever B was. D and B, thanks.
All right, thank you, John. Gosh, down there for Delta and Bravo. Appreciate you checking in all the way from Australia. It's good to hear you out there. All right, this is KE8QKO and the W8WKY repeater going through a list of check-ins to the BeaconNet. And we are now down to KE8ZBL CJ. How you doing, CJ? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Not much tonight. Just listening into the net. Trivia questions. I think I'm going to go for B, Bravo, for the main one, and got to go with D, Delta, for the last one. I'm going to try some corn Waldo bread there. But again, not much going on tonight, so I'm going to turn it back over. 73, everyone. This is KE8 ZBL, back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Bravo and Delta. And we are now finally down to the bottom of our list. So we are going to open it up here and take another round of check-ins. If there's anyone out there who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee, VK2 DY, Robert in.
This is KK7 NXV Kilo 7 November X-ray.
All right, I have two more check-ins there. I have VK2DY, Robert from Sydney. It's good to hear you, Robert. And we have KK7 NXV Timothy from, let's see, I don't have a location here. Timothy, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Tillamook, Oregon. It's a small town on the Sport. KK7NXV back to net control.
All right, gotcha, sir. Thank you very much. First, we're going to go up and talk to VK2DY, Robert, and get his comments and his trivia answers. So, Robert, take it away.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, VK2DY, in hot, sweltering Sydney. It is, I'll give you the Fahrenheit temperatures. I do the conversions here. So it is 94 Fahrenheit. It did not get down below 77 Fahrenheit last night. So we had the air conditioners and fans running all night. It's just a hot, muggy day here. The humidity's up close to 60% at this point. It's supposed to rain later today. I think the weather that John has is headed our way, and we'll have a drop in temperature and a cool and a rain. But it takes a while to get here from where John is at. We're 600 kilometers northeast of him, so it takes a while for the weather to get here. Anyway, other than that, what else is happening? Yeah, actually, the weather's been quite reasonable this summer. We've had mostly nice summer days for a few days in a row, and then we have these spikes of temperature for a day or two, and then it goes back down to the nice summery days. So actually, it's been a pretty decent summer here. And the cicadas are very, very loud this year. Man, oh man! I have an app on my iPhone, and I checked the decibel reading, and I went up to a place where they were chirping away, and I got 124 decibels on my phone. So definitely loud, I tell you. Anyway, other than that, not a whole lot else to share. No new news from our amateur radio licensing conversion from apparatus to class. They aren't ready with the information yet, so in a couple weeks we'll know more about it. But anyway, it'll all come off. VK2DY, back to net. Oh, wait, guess. Yes, I'm going to guess, I guess I'm going to guess the Hindenburg disaster for the main question. And let's see, the other one, let's go with fried green tomatoes, and hopefully they're not the ones alluded to in the movie. VK2DY, back to net.
right. Thank you there, Robert. Yeah, we got you down there for Bravo, and the fried green tomatoes was, let me scroll up here and look. Fried green tomatoes was Charlie, so Bravo and Charlie. Thanks for getting in there, Robert. And I'll tell you, that hot, humid day, it sounds like a nice, hot, humid day in Ohio in the summertime, so maybe we'll be there in about 6 months ourselves. Appreciate you getting in there. It's always good to hear you on the net, Robert. And next we're going to go down to KK7NXV. Timothy. How you doing, Timothy? And what do you have for the net tonight?
Hey, this is KK7NXV. And just what I got for the net, I have for my trivia questions, I'm going to say I was thinking of the Titanic, but maybe the Hindenburg. I'll go for my first guess. I'll go for the Titanic, and then fried gizzards. That's my second. For the net, not much tonight. Just getting ready for my work week coming up, and doing some light ARRL operating manual reading. Just recently passed my general license, so hopefully I'll be getting contact from the FCC to pay up that fee here pretty quick. Back to net, KK7NXV.
All right, thank you, sir, and congratulations getting your general there, and good luck here in the official sign-off on it. And we got your answers down as Alpha and Bravo. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to go talk to our net control team, get their comments and their answers to the trivia before we go down and take one more round of check-ins. So we're going to KE8QWE. Mike, how you doing, Mike? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get this trivia out of the way before I forget. The main trivia, I don't really know. And this almost sounds too obvious, but I'm going to go with the Hindenburg. I know it's probably wrong, but that's what I'm going with, which is letter B. And the alternate, I think I'm going to go with A. I probably heard one of the guys talk about that, but I can't remember. I'm old and feeble-minded. So I'm going to go with B and A. What have I done today? Well, when church came home, had some lunch. My wife and I, we took our dog and we went to the pet store to get her some food, and then we ran over to Lowe's, and we were in there, and this was something new for her. She got pretty excited. There was a couple there with a couple of young kids, and they wanted to see her, and they were seeing her, and the dog got excited and peed on the floor at Lowe's. So I thought, yep. She has christened the place. And she came home, I took a nap, had a little something to eat, got on the Wolverine, the 75-meter net, and here I am. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Mike. You guys are there for Bravo and Alpha. Yeah, dogs peeing on floors. You know, for years when I first got my dog, every time I took him to the pet store, every single time, he would pee right in the middle of the fall. I can't talk. Right in the middle of the floor in one of the aisles, and I'd have to be like, my dog peed on the floor. And the first couple of times I asked for a mop to clean it up, and they said, no, we'll do it. And I said, okay. So then I just kind of pointed and grunted after that. But yeah, been there, done that. Okay, next we're going to go down to Eric, KE8BZA, and get his comments for the net, but we're not going to get the trivia answers yet, Eric. Just your comments. Go ahead and take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. How you doing tonight, Nick? And hope everybody else out there is doing great. It's good to hear everyone. For my trivia answers, obviously I will abstain from the first one, since that's my question. And the second alternate trivia, a really good one. I like these ones that Alan comes up with. Always entertaining. I'm going to go with Charlie, fried green tomatoes. It may show my lack of knowledge of the regionality of different culinary standards, but I'm going with Charlie, fried green tomatoes. This weekend was a pretty good weekend. Discovered that the drive belt on our washing machine had almost broken. The machine still works, but anyway, got a new belt for it, got it on, had a little challenge getting it in there, but it wasn't too bad. It's an older machine, it's not very complicated, so that's a good thing. But hey, FYI, if any of you are looking for drive belts and you don't know this, the Napa Auto Parts stores usually stock a wide array of belts. That's always come in handy. That's where I got my belt. Second time I got the belt there. Anyway, hit the rec center today. It was good. Get some exercise in. The sunshine was a welcome thing this weekend. And whatever noise I was experiencing on the 3.9 frequency up here on my end has drifted away, thank God. I had to flip over to the 700 machine briefly, but I'm back. Anyway, that's about all I have. Thanks for running the net tonight, Nick at Night, and I will turn it back over to you. This is KE8VZA.
All right, thank you, Eric. And got you see you there for Charlie. And glad that you're going to get back with us and the noise went away. And good to hear that. Okay, next we're going to go down to KD8SLG, Just Nick, and let's see what he has for the Beacon Net tonight. So, Nick, take it away.
KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Switched radios here and didn't realize I was actually coming through the boredom breaker net instead of the local repeater. Anyway, but that's unimportant right now. Let's get to the trivia questions right away. I'm going to go with the Hindenburg. I still think that was one of the earliest ones. I do think it's a distractor, but I'm going with it anyway. I know it was before the bridge. And I watched a couple of interesting documentaries today on the History Channel about Tesla and Marconi and RCA and NBC and the early days of radio, if you will. And the date for the Hindenburg seems to line up properly. So that's where I'm going with that. As far as the alternate trivia goes, I'm going to go with Delta, because I do believe I have to recuse myself from answering the actual question. For those of you who haven't been around for a few years, I was actually supposed to be on the trip to Oklahoma with Russ, Wade, and Dustin. And my mom was not well at the time, and she actually died while those guys were down in Oklahoma, so it's probably a good thing I didn't go along and try out the Cornwaldo bread with those guys. So I'm going to go Delta for the second one. Yesterday was fabulous. I don't even remember how many of us. I'm not going to try to count right now, but we did the revisit for the off-center fed dipole rebuild, and it was fun spending the day with a bunch of the guys. We had a good time, and we're going to have to come up with a few more of those this year. I'm thinking maybe something for the tech guys, J-pole or something to that effect. Maybe increase the range of their HTs. Anyway, it's good to hear everybody tonight. Good to be here on a Sunday night for real. And Nick, fine business. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Yeah, I remember the trip. I remember wanting to go, but not having the vacation time to sign up and go and do it. So, and you talk about a build. I have an idea for a build. Maybe you and I should chat later about it and see if it's something that can be pulled off or not. But yeah, I have an idea that maybe can try to figure out and, go from there. Okay, we already got Dustin. I know he's in the blue screen. He said he was going to be short time tonight because he was tired, but apparently he's still chatting away in the blue screen. So we're going to go down to, actually, I'm going to identify real quick. This is K8QKO, the WWK repeater, talking to the net control team with the BeaconNet. And we're going to go down to and talk to KI5DAY Alan. We're going to get his comments, but not his trivia answer. So, Alan, take it away.
Wow. KI5DAY, my comments, I don't know, my brain is like fried green tomatoes tonight, man. I'm telling you, it's like been a crazy night in the blue screen. I'm wore out. I don't know about y'all. I feel like I need a shower. With all this poop talk, but that's a long story. You have to read the blue screen to get it. But chicken poop, yeah, it's a good fertilizer for tomatoes, no doubt about it, or just about anything else. But the conversation always goes crazy in the blue screen. There's a lot of people that need to be evaluated in there, including myself. But anyways, I don't have much else, man. I'm got to go to the Big W again tomorrow and go back to hitting it. We've got a new airplane that's an absolute pig. But the funny thing is, my crew and I, most of us from my crew, tomorrow are going to an 8-hour class. So we're going to be in class most all day tomorrow, so we'll get a break from the plane at least. But then after that, right back to it. Not much else going on. I will hold off on the trivia question answer as requested. And I'll shoot it back to you. KI5DAY all day long. Back to net.
All right. Well, have fun in class tomorrow there, Alan. And, yeah, hope you learn something new. Or hope they try to teach you something new. Whether you learn it or not, I guess is up to you. But, yeah, thanks for getting with us there. All right. So, this is, I think I identified already, but this is KAQK with a WWK repeater. We're going to go through we're going to open it up here for another round of check-ins. So, one more round of check-ins and answers for our trivia questions before we get the answers and start wrapping this thing up. So, anyone out there who has not checked into the BeaconNet that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Recheck, KD80PC.
KD80PC, go on with your recheck.
Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5RPG, Shannon in Tulsa.
All right, Dustin, before you go with that recheck, I'm going to acknowledge KC5RPG, Shannon. And let's go to Dustin's recheck, and then we'll come down to Shannon and get his, we know his answer for the trivia question already, but then we'll get his comments. So, Dustin, take it away.
All right, thank you there, Nick. Well, we're all talking about Alan's answer there tonight. I know he hasn't given it yet, so I won't give it away, but I will say we had quite the blast down there in Oklahoma visiting with all our friends there, Jairus and Shannon and Ray and Grant and the whole gang down there. There's so many of them I can't even name them all, but we had a great time and hoping that at some point this year we'll be able to make our way back down there. Maybe this time things will work out and we'll be able to bring just Nick with us too. So there you go. That's all I had for you. I had to come back and give you a hard time, so I'm going to say 73 to you and let you get back to it. We'll wave a hand at our friend Shannon there coming up next. With that, this is KD80PC. Back over to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'd love to make a trip like that too if you had room. We can always see how that works out with time and vacation-wise. I have a big family vacation this year that I might have to plan for, so it'd have to be, if I did anything, I'd have to not interfere with that and also be conducive to work. But anyway, appreciate you getting back with us there, Dustin. And let's go down and talk to KC5. Real Big Guns. Shannon, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Hello, Nick at Night. KC5RPG. And since Dustin was waving a hand at me, I'll honk the air horn back. And yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they came down again this year, especially with just Nick. Missed it last year, but you know, or what was it, 2 years ago? And, but it was a very sad time and depressing time for him, and one that I really hated for him. And I hope he comes down and, sees what kind of a good time we can have down here. No depressing stuff this trip. And, you already know my trivia answer there, so I won't go there, but I will say that I've been working on the house for several days and decluttering it and getting rid of family things that I don't want, and stuff like my wife's clothes and stuff like that have been here way too long, and I've wanted to get rid of them for a very, very long time. But so far it's going well, but today we took a break, and tomorrow we're going to take a break and kind of regroup. We needed a little bit of downtime. Everyone's just getting really, really run down. This is a big group effort. And a bunch of my local ham friends have been helping me, and my friend drove all the way from Houston to come help me. And, man, I really can't thank them all enough. It's such an amazing thing that I've wanted to see for years and years and years. But especially when it's Teresa. KC5RBG returning, but especially after my wife passed, I really wanted it then. And, I haven't been able to do it for health and financial reasons, but everyone has come together, and they said, we're going to help you do this. And man, that's exactly what they've done. Had a big crew over yesterday to really knock out a lot of stuff. Got the garage cleaned out, and my den cleaned out, thanks to their help. And that was two pretty big jobs in and of itself. And my friend from Houston, she's cleaned up the entire front of the inside of my house, which is two pretty big rooms. She did that. She helped clean out the garage. She helped do the den. And after all the crew left yesterday, two more of my friends came over, and we knocked out another room. So it's been a wild ride in the past few days for me. I'll tell you, it's got me really more moving than shaking than I've done in a long time. But it's been so worth it. My spirits have been up, and I'll say I'm just happy. Not only to see and be with my friends, but to see my house starting to become livable instead of just suffering in it. And it makes all the difference in the world, I'll tell you. Anyway, I'll let you get on down the list there. And see, I don't think I have anything else. No, I don't have anything else. Oh, yeah, I do have. Tuesday I have eye surgery. I'm pretty much blind in my right eye, and I'm having surgery first on that eye Tuesday. Having cataract surgery and left reset. KC5 RBG resets are killing me, but and I know Nick's over there just laughing in his seat. But my cataracts have gotten so bad I can't see in my right eye. Just basically more light than anything. And they're doing it first Tuesday, and then 2 weeks later they're going to do my left eye. Unfortunately, they can't do it on me where it will let me not wear glasses anymore. I will still have to wear glasses for both reading and distance, but at least she said she's going to make my eyes the same prescription in each eye, and that will be amazing. Because right now my left eye is way farsighted and my right eye is way nearsighted, but with the cataract it's almost totally blind. So, but anyway, that's the good news from me. Really looking forward to that. So, with that, this is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns, saying God bless in 73. Back to net control.
KKO here. All right, Shannon, there's a bit to unpack there, but sounds like you're getting stuff squared away, and there's nothing to say. There's nothing better than a good community of friends and family that can step in to help each other out when they need it, and that says a lot. It's great that you have that you have those people in your life, and probably great that you're in their life as well. Also, good luck on your eye surgery. I hope it all goes well for you and you get some better vision back. So, yeah, I think you got a lot of stuff going on, but it's all uphill, it looks like, or downhill, or I guess what's the positive, I should say. Positive is the direction I'm going with that. But good to hear you there, Shannon. Good to hear from you. And, it's going to all sort out. So, let's go up and talk to K8BZ8 Eric. You want to get my answers to the trivia question. My answers are going to be Delta and Charlie. I'm guessing the Narrows Bridge because I was torn between the Narrows Bridge and the Hindenburg, and there's a lot of Hindenburg answers, so I'm going with the Narrows. And Charlie, because there's not as many Charlie goods in there. Charlie's answered as well. So Delta and Charlie for me. So let's go and talk to Eric and get the answer for our primary question. So Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA here to read the main trivia question answer. It is Bravo, the Hindenburg crash. May 6th, 1937, Herbert Ogilvie Morrison was an American radio journalist who recorded the broadcast of his dramatic report of the Hindenburg disaster, the fire that destroyed the LZ-129 Hindenburg Zeppelin, killing 36 people. At the time, radio network policy forbade the use of any recorded material other than for sound effects. So Morrison and his engineer, Nelson, had no facilities for a live broadcast. So they reported at length on the rescue efforts and interviewed survivors with several pauses while Morrison composed himself. And he mistakenly got the fatalities mixed up, but they got that straightened out. But at the end of it, they sent a couple 16-inch green lacquer discs rushed to Chicago by airplane and were broadcast in full later that night, with portions being rebroadcast nationally by NBC radio network the next day. It was the first time the recordings of a news event were ever broadcast and the first coast-to-coast radio broadcast. And yes, I guess there was there was some radioactivity with the Titanic. They sent out some distress signals via CW, and they had some response to that too. So, but it wasn't really a journalistic event. So it's kind of a tricky question there. I apologize. I probably could have worded it a little better. Anyway, answer was Bravo, KE8VZA, back to net control.
Thank you, Eric. I got that one wrong. Let's see how I did on the alternate question. Let's go down and talk to KF5, DIY Alan. What do you got for us tonight, Alan? And what do you have? You already gave us your comments. We don't need that anymore. What's the answer? We all want to know the answer. Inquiring minds want to know.
KI5DAY returning. Sorry if I spelled Russell's name wrong. I didn't know if he had two L's in there or not, or two S's for that matter. But anyways, a couple years ago when Dustin Russell and Warm Weather Wade came to visit the Tulsa area, I took them to a local barbecue house. By the way, it was called Smokies. If you're ever in Oklahoma, go to Smokies in Broken Arrow. It's actually a house that was turned into a barbecue joint. It's pretty awesome. Make some mean barbecue there. But the side dish that I special ordered for them to try, because like many people have never tried this, and I wasn't sure which one of them had and which hadn't, and I still can't remember now, but is actually a fried okra, because that is I don't know, I can't imagine life without fried okra. It'd be like not having hands. I mean, fried okra is definitely something you got to have if you're an Okie. So I'm sure many other people like the gizzards, which I don't care for at all. I don't like them. And fried green tomatoes, believe it or not, I've never tried that. Although I've had different varieties of tomatoes. I've probably had some fried without knowing about it in some recipe from Grandma Cornwaldo bean or whatever. But anyways, yeah, fried okra was the thing, and it was really tasty and yummy and delicious, and I hope they all liked it as much as I do. With that, KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. You know, I don't think I've ever had fried chicken gizzards or fried okra, so I can't really tell you if I'd like them or not. But I'm sure it sounds like maybe everyone else enjoyed it, so that's awesome. Okay, I would like to thank everybody for checking into the BeaconNet, and I got my little preamble script here I'm going to read, or post-amble, or whatever. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KEAQWE, ABNMO, KEAVZA, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, KF5DAY, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WAWKY repeater, All-Star Node 48496, and Echolink WAWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WAWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on All-Star Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KEAQKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. 73 all.
KF5AD calling KI5DAY. Alan, you still there? This is Nick.
W8W.
I'm not sure if I got released or what happened, but this is KF5ADE, trying to get a hold of KI5DAY.
KI5DAY, go ahead.
Hey, Alan, the next time you fix up a batch of fried okra, use that same batter and dip yourself some green tomatoes. And you fry them up, and in a frying pan with like you would, I don't know. Trying to think what else we do with besides eggplant. We fry up eggplant around here as well. Sandy fixes that pretty good too. But at any rate, fried green tomatoes are definitely really good. The greener, they become very sweet. But definitely try them. Back to you, KF5ADE.
copy that. Yeah, regular raw tomatoes I don't much care for. Like, I never put them on anything like a hamburger or sandwich or anything. If I go to a restaurant and there's a tomato in there, it gets pulled out and straight to the trash can. But when it comes to fried, though, vegetables that are fried are much better. So I'll definitely have to try it sometime. I've just never gotten around to it. But yeah, I'll have to go find some green tomatoes and fry some. But you got to dip them in some kind of batter for sure. I'm thinking about which one I want to use, but I'm thinking maybe a Cajun style would be pretty good. That might probably be the best way to go. But yeah, I'll have to give it a shot for sure.
Yeah, KG5SYC says greener is better. You really want them nice and firm, because when you fry them, they go to mush if they're too soft. If the firmer the tomato is, that's why they get fried. But they are very good. And I think if you get somebody that knows what they're doing with fried green tomatoes, might be a good way to do that. But yeah, we've done them with I thought cornbread. Maybe it was a flour type batter that Sandy's fixed them into. And she's done flour. Okay, yeah, she says flour, egg and flour type batter. And but nonetheless, it is really good. So. All right, I'll let you get back to what you're doing, because I know you got probably work to get ready for tomorrow. KF5AD, back to you in 7-3.
Yeah, I'll probably give her a shot, but yeah, I think most people around here cook their fried okra in cornmeal. It's what my mom always made it with, I believe. It was pretty good stuff, but yeah, I'll have to give that a shot pretty soon. But don't have much else going on tonight. Just going to relax and watch some TV and maybe go over and feed my neighbor's llama some Pringles. Oh, anyways, that's another story. KI5DAY. Have a good night.
Good night, Alan. KF5AD. We'll be clear. And Sadie says, don't forget salt and pepper on those tomatoes, because that is important. All right, with that, 7-3 all. KF5AD and KG5SYC, we're clear for the evening.
K3, SDM, test. K3, SDM, testing.
Testing station, I missed your call sign. This is KD8SLG. Heard you there's a little noise in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Call signs Kilo 3, Sierra Echo Mike. I'm about 20 miles or so southwest Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania here in Hickory, Pennsylvania. I'm running about 100 watts into the repeater there. How you picking me up out there?
Well, if you're in Pennsylvania, you sound damn skippy. How's that? Yeah, we're in Doylestown, Ohio, so you're making quite the trip there, and you're doing fine.
Yeah, I think, isn't that between, like, Worcester and Akron, Canton, somewhere like that, like down there in Wayne County or something like that? I forget exactly where that's at there, but... Yeah, I'm about, I want to say 70-some miles by the way the crow flies this machine to Doylestown. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm here in northwestern Washington County, Pennsylvania, about 20 miles south of Pittsburgh.
Fine business, man. Yeah, that's, we're between Akron and Worcester is a very, very good description. And you're making the trip just fine from down there. We occasionally get ducting from that part of Pennsylvania, so it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, you for being that far away, you sound absolutely fabulous. KD8SLG, Nick here.
Yeah, no problem. I'm running about 100% into a 60 V gain vertical. I'm running about up there, so I'm about 1,250 feet above sea level here. There's not too many hills much higher than me between here and that part of Ohio. Besides, Columbiana County's got some decent hills that are blocking me there, but other than that, there must be some going on, because I listened to a good chunk of the net there going on, and it was kind of fluctuating a little bit in and out, but most of the time it was about an S4 on my end here, so it was definitely working pretty well there.
Yeah, fine business. I was listening to a net in Ontario earlier tonight. So there's a whole lot of 2-meter ducting going on. So it's good to hear you. Real good to hear you, and you're making the trip just fine considering the distance. And yeah, it's fun when this stuff opens up and we're in the right place at the right time, isn't it?
Yeah, Roger. From my location here, I've talked all the way down into West Virginia and the mountains down there, and like Elkins, West Virginia, going south there in the mountains. All depends on elevation and topography, right? So I've gotten into Altoona, I've talked to Altoona, I've talked to Johnstown. I've gotten all the way north into Mercer County, PA, up in Greenville, and far west is, I've talked to pretty close to Cleveland before, actually in Lakewood. I've talked to a repeater in Lakewood there on one of their nets. I checked in once. Way on the lake, actually. I was talking to them. They said I was sounding real good. So I got good that I had a half decent station here. So I'm in the right by the tri-state area here between West Virginia, Ohio, and PA. So all right, well I'm gonna jump off here and probably get ready for bed here, honestly. So I gotta wake up early in the morning. But hey, thanks for getting back to me and everything. Good to hear I'm making the trip. I can't talk tonight. Making the trip into the machine, okay, down there, or up there, I should say. All right, I'll go ahead and let you go. 73 Kilo 3 Sierra Echo Mike.
Sierra Echo Mike, this is KDSLG. Fine business, man. You're welcome anytime. And I just brought up, I'm at about 1,100 feet here, and my antenna is about 20 or 25 feet off the ground. So that doesn't really matter for us bouncing off a repeater, but I thought I'd throw that in there for fun anyway. And good hearing you, man. You have a great night, and stop by anytime. If you can hear us, someone will answer you here on the W8WKY. KDSLG, I'm clear.
Alrighty. KDSLG, this is K3SD. I'm good talking with you, and thanks for coming back there. Always good to know where I'm getting into there. And the repeater has a nice signal down here. It's about right on S4 or so. But you're fully readable, clockable, everything. Just alright, I gotta get off here. KDSLG, K3SD, I'm 73.
W8WKY.
Man, that CW is loud. KD80PC, this is KDSLG. You still listening, Dustin?
In passing, I am. What's going on, Nick?
Not a whole lot, man. Just talking to a guy in Pennsylvania. This ducting thing's pretty cool. So having some fun with that. And I was just looking at the table chart for the Green Country Hamfest.
Yeah, is it looking like they have any available yet?
Off the top of my head, I'd say they're about 80% full right now, maybe 85%. But as I said, there's a whole bunch of tables open right next to Grant.
Copy, we should reserve the table right next to Grant and make it a surprise. I say we not tell anybody until we're already there.
Oh.
You mean the opposite of pork roast. Tell everybody you're there when you're actually not.
Yeah, we'll tell everybody that we're not coming, and then we'll show up anyway with a bunch of Sarah pamphlets to pass out to everybody.
No. I'm thinking much bigger than that. I'm thinking we show up with like 100 barometer net T-shirts and see how many of them we can sell.
You know, as much as I like that idea, I think we might have better luck with Beacon Net T-shirts.
Oh, dude, you are so selfish and narcissistic. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you're right, and we need to get that on the. We need to get a Beacon Net T-shirt on the apparel list. We need to have a Beacon Net T-shirt contest, don't you think?
Well, I'm all about the contest there. I've already got a design in mind for to throw in the hat there, so there you go. Yeah, I think it's definitely time. I think we got enough people that people would get one, and maybe we could try to do something similar to the barometer net meetup with the Beacon Net thing.
Yeah. That makes sense for sure. But you know what would sell out for sure at the Green Country Hamfest is boredom breaker net T-shirts.
Ooh, I love it. We show up with a bunch of bootleg boredom breaker net T-shirts and sell them there. That might be stepping on people's toes, but I think they'll also find it hilarious.
I don't know, man. I wonder if any of the officers of the RCWA are out there listening right now. But, man, I can't imagine boredom breaker net T-shirts staying on a shelf for very long.
Well, I wanted to leave a nice long Jurassic pause there, but I guess nobody else wanted to give their 2 cents on that one. But I think I agree with you. I think if there was boredom breaker net T-shirts, they would not last very long at all.
I'll buy one, KE8VZA.
There you go. I knew someone was out there. VZA, Eric, how you doing, man? You buy a, what would be your preference? Boredom breaker net or Beacon net?
Well, I have to be a little selfish, too, and go with Beacon Net.
KG5SYC comment.
Joe Sandy.
Thank you, KG5SYC. I think you need to show up with all 3 and see which one actually wins. There you go, KG5SYC.
Is it my turn?
Go, D.
All right, thank you there, Nick. And I'll tell you what, if we're going to show up in Green Country out there at Oklahoma, then I'm thinking Nick and Sandy might just have to take the few-hour hop, skip, and jump up to Oklahoma and help us decide which shirt's going to win there. KD80PC, over to you, Nick.
Jesus, D. I was like halfway through forget about it. Anyway, oh, Sandy, that's a fabulous idea. We set up a table, and we put boredom breaker net T-shirts next to Beacon net T-shirts, and see who sells the most. Wow, that is a fabulous idea. Are you a marketing genius? Let's throw it back to Sandy.
KG5SYC. Man, that would really sound good, but I'm afraid I would have a son that would be very hurt because he lost a lot of time, like 3 weeks when we were in Ohio, and he almost failed one of his tests for school because he's having to take care of an 8-month-old and a 2-year-old and try to do Mr. Mom stuff, and yeah, I think if we run off to Tulsa, he would be kind of hurt unless he was out of school. But it's doable. It definitely sounds like a neat thing to do if you planned it on a 3-day weekend, and let us know in advance so we can take the RV, KG5SYC.
Well, I was just looking at the calendar, Sandy. That's a Friday and Saturday Green Country Ham Fest. So it seems to me that would almost be a destination. It's a couple months away. Think about it. Dustin and I are seriously thinking about it, aren't we, Dustin?
There's really not a whole lot of thinking. If there's a car leaving Ohio that's Tulsa bound, I'm going to be in it, come hell or high water. 88 EPC.
Go, Eric.
Well, heck, you could also sell some fried okra on a stick, KE8VZA.
Well, I'm just hoping to get some fresh corn Waldo bread. The canned stuff just isn't quite the same.
Let me grab it because I got this vision of, you know those Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits? You like crack the can across the corner of the counter and it pops open. I want to find some corn Waldo breads like that. Sandy, say something reasonable for us, please.
Is this KG5SYC? Let's see, what can I say that would be reasonable? I think we could take some corn Waldo bean cornbread, take it, put it on a skewer. Let's take a little bit of that fried chicken that is so good for the chicken portion. We'll top it with a little bit of okra and whatever else that sounds good up there in the Oklahoma area.
Fried steak.
So there you go. Does that sound reasonable? We could have a skewer.
W8WKY.
Oh, this is Katie at SLG. I got nothing to add. Yeah, go, Eric.
KE8VZA returning. Yeah, I just looked up that Hamfest on the internet, and man, they are serious about their prizes. FTDX10, FT991A, FT891, FT710, and an FT4XRHT. Wow.
KB9ZGZ. Is there our finder on that one too?
Wow, KB9 station. This is Katie at SLG. I missed your call sign. And your question, what was that?
It's KB9 and said Golf said. I said, is there our finder on that list too?
Sorry, I'm coughing out of my... I'm having a coughing fit. VZA. Green Country Hamfest is a big deal down there, and I look at another tab there and see the table chart. You will see that it is truly a ham fest.
Where's that at? I'm in Green Country in Oklahoma.
So, let me grab it here. I called it Green County a couple of times, and Ray called me out on it. It says Green Country. I don't know what you're talking about. I love Ray. But when I bring up Green Country Hamfest, the second one down that says 2024 Green Country Hamfest, that actually gives you a table chart, and I believe it gives you the ability to actually pay for the table that you see on the chart. Sort of like when you pick your seat at a movie theater on Fandango.
I love everything about it. I think that would be fun. Those guys speak such highly of that Green Country Hamfest. I bet you there's all kinds of good junk there.
I just pulled up the table chart. Holy cow, that's a lot of tables. That makes the Norse Hamfest look like small potatoes. I think Norse Hamfest is probably a third of that at the most.
It's no joke, Eric. It's a regional kind of Dayton level Hamfest.
Maybe we should have the bus to the Green Country Hamfest.
Dude, we can't even fill up a bus to Dayton, for God's sake. But notice all those tables that are available next to KD5 AFS, BZA. Do you see that?
Are those the green ones?
They're blue for me, but he's got 4 on one side, 3 on the other, and Grant is definitely a friend of ours.
Nobody wants to sit next to Grant anymore because we keep asking him what he's smoking, and people are starting to get the wrong idea. Hi.
Oh man, I could tell you what he's going to be smoking if we got the table next to him, but not on the radio. KD8 SLG.
Man, I hear somebody else keep trying to key up in there, but whoever it is, you're just not quite making the machine there. KD80 PC.
Yeah, D, that might be Eric. He may have a better time coming through the 700. I'm not sure.
No, that wasn't me. What was the call sign of your friend down there?
KD5 AFS. He's over, let's see, he's number 27 on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6th row over. Yeah, he's pretty far down there.
Holy cow, was I talking into the wrong microphone? Dustin, you still there? VZA's looking at a map.
Yeah, I'm really bad at multitasking. I got a text conversation going on one side, and I've got this conversation going on here, and yeah, you know me.
I do know you. And I'm looking at that map right now, Eric, and man, there's some people who have like 7, 8, 9 tables lined up in a row. They must be peddling some goods. Wow. Sandy, are you still out there? And how are you there, girl? It was so good seeing you guys a couple weeks ago at dinner there. It's so fun to hang out with you.
Uh-oh, we must have scared Miss Sandy away with our shenanigans.
KG5SYC. Yeah, we were just sitting there Googling it to see how far and how long it would take for us to drive from Sybil 02 Claymore and be able to park the RV. And I don't know why I wouldn't be transmitting. Oh, okay. At any rate, yeah, we were just sitting there looking out at being able to take the RV up there. But so that's why I was quiet. Just thinking. We've got friends halfway up at the far end of Texas that we could stop in and see on the way up that direction. So, yeah. It's a doable thought. You may find us.
Yeah, I found KD5 AFS. He's got 3 tables right next to him there. You can take all 3.
I think we ought to be classy about it and reserve our own next to him so we can plant our Ohio flag there high.
Oh man, I just read the legend. Those blue boxes of reserve, they're just not paid for yet. So they're not available, man. They are basically sold out already. That's crazy.
W8WKY.
Heard we're just going to invade Grant's space.
Okay, that works for me. Hey Grant, make a little space for us.
KG5SYC. He only needs a little corner, Grant. That's all he'll need is a corner.
Believe you me, Sandy, you've met Dustin and I, and we are significantly more than a corner.
Well, I'm thinking, if there's people that are going to travel all the way across the country to come to the Green Country Hamfest, that they might be able to make an exception and make one more table happen for us, especially considering I don't think we're going to bring anything to actually sell.
KG5SYC. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure that you can come up with something to sell. As I know who Nick and Dustin are and what they are all about. KG5SYC.
Oh my God, I'm coughing on myself here. Yeah, we'll find something to peddle, Sandy. We'll find something to peddle.
KG5SYC. Yeah, even if it's a bicycle. There you go. KG5SYC.
Oh, you went with the homonyms. The homonym. You went with the homonym. Ah, Sandy, I love you. Sandy and Nick, you guys are fabulous. And I meant pedal as in cell. And you already knew that. Anyway, who else is still out there? Dustin, are you still participating?
In the sense that I'm still listening, and I don't have really anything useful to add, so I guess I'm getting like a C for participation because I'm at least like here. So there you go. But yeah, I think that would be absolutely fabulous to get down there for that. And yeah, if Nick and Sandy can make it over, even better. So that's my story. And I mean, if they really want us to come pedal crap, I've got shelves and shelves of crap. We're just going to need a bigger vehicle to drive us there. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Eric, I think you're up. Take it away, K8VZA from KD80PC.
KE8VZA returning. I just pulled up Google Maps. You know, it's a 13-hour, 18-minute drive, and we're crossing the Mississippi. I think, you know, we may have to have a semi loaded with Coors beer and make it a legit road trip.
Well, we're going to do what they say can't be done, Eric. I mean, if we're doing that, does that make Ray the snowman?
I was making room for more, but you would be surprised how much cargo space there is in the back of an Outback.
That sounds like, get in, there's a piece of candy.
Dustin, you're evil. Back to Eric.
I have fit a lot of junk into the Mustang with the seat folded down when my son was doing travel baseball. It's kind of amazing. KEAVZA.
I've got to tell you, I think my vehicle is more roomy than either of yours, but would I drive it to Oklahoma? Probably not.
I assure you, the Outback is up to the task. KD8SLG. Sandy and Nick, you guys still out there?
This is KG5SYC. Yepper. We're listening to you. KG5SYC.
KI5RFI.
Hi, Mac. We missed you on the net. KD8PC.
Hey guys, I missed the net tonight. I was busy doing something else and kind of forgot about it till it was too late, so shame on me, but I'm enjoying all this high-level conversation here about ham trips and stuff like that. Where's this ham fest going to be that you guys are talking about?
Mac, that's a green country ham fest out in Oklahoma. And, you know, being beacon netizen or boredom breaker netizens, my God, all the bees, that Dustin and I we are always aware of the stuff going out there in Oklahoma. So that's the one we're talking about, Mac. Good to hear from Arkansas tonight. How are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. Just been sitting around here doing not a whole lot of anything, watching some TV and reading some stuff on my phone. about all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Just figured out I could download C-SPAN on my phone. I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but that was just a revelation that I figured out tonight there. Well, I'd like to go to that Ham Fest in Oklahoma. That'd be kind of fun to go to. I may think about that one.
Let me make sure I've got it here. All right there, Mac. Well, I was just going to say, if you didn't say something, I was going to say, Arkansas is a lot closer to Oklahoma than Ohio is. So if we're going to be there, you got to come down and put some names with some faces there. So there you go. Y'all carry on. I'm going to hop away for a couple of rounds here. I've got an empty pipe problem I have to go take care of. So we're going to go get that fixed, and we'll be back here soon. KD80PC, over to you, Nick.
That empty pipe problem, is that empty of water? All right, Dustin. Oh, Mac, man, thanks for jumping in. It's good to hear from you. We're all over the country tonight. We're going to stay in Ohio right now. We're going to check back in with K8VZA. Fine business on the net tonight there, Eric. And so I got to ask you, man. I mean, okay, first of all, Mando, I don't know if you've seen the commercials or not, but we need to start rethinking the nickname for your steed. And, a trip to Oklahoma sounds like a good time. That is a regionally huge ham fest. Just saying. Let's go throw it over to VZA, and Max, stick around. Nick and Sandy are still in there. Dustin is taking a break. Let's go to Eric and see who he sends it to. Eric, go ahead.
KEAVZA returning. I'm not sure what Mandalorian commercials or what commercials you're referring to, but it doesn't sound like it's a good thing. But I guess the nickname's not necessarily stuck in or entered in stone, so I could change it. But that would be one heck of a road trip. Holy cow.
W8WKY.
Yeah, we'll send it to Sandy if she's still out there.
This is KG5SYC, and we're still here. We were just looking to see if there was a spot that we could park the RV that would be fairly close, because if we get up there, we generally don't carry a vehicle with us. I don't mind driving the 32-foot RV, and I pretty much do the driving, but I'm not so keen on having a 32-foot RV with another trailer to the back of me. Not that I haven't done it, because we pulled a trailer all the way from Colorado when my dad passed away with his stuff from the store back up here to Texas. And so we have done it. I don't like it, but I can't say I can't do it. So there you go, KG5SYC.
KDSLG returning. All right, Sandy, keep thinking about it. We got a couple months to think about it and work on it. That's cool. And Eric, there's it's a Lumi company. It's for deodorant for everywhere on your body. It's ham radio, so I have to stop there. But they made a man version, and they call it Mando. And quite frankly, you had it for a year or so before them, maybe 2 or 3 years. So as far as I'm concerned, your steed is Mando, and it wins. But yeah, it's unpleasant, but don't worry, it won't catch on. KDSLG over to K8VZA.
Yeah, okay. I saw that commercial a couple times, and I didn't really like their choice of names. I think that was kind of a rip-off on their end. They could have come up with something a little more original. But, yeah, I guess we'll stick with their nickname for now. KE8VZA. I think Mac hasn't had a turn here. He's still out there.
I don't know. Mac may have dropped with something, but I want to try calling out for somebody. Nate, A-L-A-T, Nate in Kodiak, Alaska. You've been connected for a while, but I haven't heard you key up. Are you out there, Nate?
Return, how's it going?
A-L-A-T, this is KD8SLG. I saw you connect a long, long time ago. I wasn't on the net or had any responsibilities tonight, so I didn't give you a holler, but I saw you're still there. I wanted to reach out and say hi, man. It's good to see you. How you doing?
KD8SLG, Alpha Lima Tango. How you doing, as Joey would say from Friends. Hey, good chat with you. Yeah, I've been, it's been a busy night. I've been trying to hit you guys up on Wednesdays and Sundays. So I have the clear node auto connecting to keep me, to kind of give me that oomph, and I'll keep you on in the background. But it's been, it's just been a challenge with the kiddos and hopping around with work and stuff to get on and stay on. So I actually just finished up for the evening and sat down to take care of some work for tomorrow, and had the radio still on, and I heard you call out, and it was just dumb luck with the stars aligned, and I had a free moment. So yeah, I'm still alive, just trying to find some more free time. Besides that, I'm gonna send it back to you before I time out. But yeah, great chatting, and how you doing?
A-L-A-T, this is KD8SLG. I'm doing good, man. It's really good to hook up with you for a second, and the stars aligned, as you say. So, great to see you and hear you, and, you know, keep it connected, man. I'm glad we had a moment tonight, so that's what's important, those moments from moments. If you're still there, say goodnight and head back to the kiddos and everything else, and we'll take it from there. KD8SLG.
Hopefully maintain return. Yeah, I'll take a little luck to hang out any day. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep her getting connected. Luckily the clear node will do it automatically, so it kind of takes the work out of it and keeps my forgetful brain from forgetting the nets on. But yeah, I'm trying to get better, trying to enjoy ham radio as much as I can, because it is a fun hobby. But as we all know, the jobs both at work and at home, they tend to come first. So yeah, stuff. I'm glad I was able to. Glad I had my ear out for my call sign. So that was just that was awesome. Thanks for getting a hold of me. I appreciate it. I really do. And yeah, I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna leave that node connected as I crush through some couple things and let the evening roll on by. I didn't catch most of the net, but as usual, I bet it was amazing. And hopefully the Cornwaldo bean got the most votes, because that's what we're all here for. With that, I'll send it back to you. Alpha Lima Tango. I'm going to be on the side. I'll be here, so I ain't going anywhere. Alpha Lima Tango, back to KD8SLG.
Alpha Lima 8 Tango. You said Cornwaldo being on the air, you win the Good to hear you, Nate. Stay tuned, man. That's awesome. Keep the clear node dialed up, and if I'm on there and I see you, I'm going to give you a holler. So, good talking to you. Have a great night. KDSLG, clear with AL8T. Let's go back to Sandy and Nick out there in Cibolo. You guys still awake?
This is KG5SYC, and yeah, we're still hanging in there for a few more minutes. I sit there. We've got it. Do a puzzle on the iPad, and then I do it. Then I usually hand it over to Nick to see what he thinks of it. That's just something fun. Nothing real hair-brainy. Of course, sometimes they're real tricky to do, and others are fairly easy. So, and ones that I think are easy, sometimes he thinks are hard, and when he thinks they're easy, I think they're hard. So, I guess it's just the way the puzzle pieces fit into the puzzle, and yeah, just ties up some time. This is KG5SYC. Back to you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm not long for this world tonight either there, Sandy. I'm getting to the end of the string here, so throw it back to Eric. I bet he's about ready to say goodnight, too. KAVZA, KDSLG, go ahead.
KEAVZA returning. I pulled up a map of where the Hamfest is. It's at the Claremore Expo Center, and looks like right next to it, there's an RV park. Don't know any details about it, but it's on the map there on Veterans Parkway.
W8WKY.
KG5SYC. Thanks for the info. We'll check it out. That would be nice if it was across the street. Then we'd have our own amenities close by and everything. So that would be cool. Yeah, we'll check it out. Yeah, we like taking it out every so often, and places to go, things to do. It'll be at least a fairly close 8-hour trip from here to there, and we could drive it in 2 days, 4 hours, and enjoy a couple RV parks along the way. KG5SYC, back to who's next.
KI5 RFI jumping in.
Mac's back. Go ahead, Mac.
Well, I pulled up in that Hamfest information there. You guys seen in Claremore, Oklahoma. That's only about a little over 2 hours from my house, so that wouldn't be a bad drive at all. I may end up having to try that one. That ought to be fun. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Claremore. There's also a cool museum over there, the Will Rogers Museum, and it is probably worth seeing. It's been several years since I've been there, but it's, a lot of stuff about the old-time performer and comedian cowboy named Will Rogers. He was at one time the superstar of everything in the United States when he was in his prime. And it's a fun museum to see there. So that might be something else you consider doing while you're over in that direction. I definitely going to make plans here to try to figure out a way to get to that Claremore Hamfest. That ought to be fun. There'll probably be a bunch of guys from here in Arkansas go to that one. So back to whoever's next there. Cindy, this is KI5 RFI.
All right, this is KD8 EPC. Let me make sure I've got it.
Yeah, we usually go and do a few things if we have transportation and a vehicle, or the legs will carry us, and that. So we'll have to see what weather's like and that in the time of April, and see if the rain doesn't come and hinder something. But yeah, as far as the RV, if we'll definitely have a place to stay and amenities if need be. So that would be a lot of fun meeting up with a whole bunch of all you guys, KG5SYC.
All right, KD80PC, let me see if I've got it, and I'll take it here. All right, well, Nick and Sandy, it would be awesome to get to see you guys again, especially that soon again in April down there at Claremore. And I'll tell you what, Mac, it would be great to get to meet you face-to-face down there, too. Hopefully things will work out, and me and Nick will be coming on down there, because I've been there once, but I can't wait to get back there again, because I had such a good time visiting all of my friends there, and there's some I didn't get to meet last time, and I think it'll be nice because we'll be able to meet a lot more. Going to the Green Country Ham Fest, because we didn't have any big events going on the week we were there, so we just we had to go to people's houses and meet them, and have other people come to places and meet them. But we got to meet a lot of people, but there's a lot more I'd like to still meet there. So that's my 2 cents. Holy crap, it's getting late. It's almost 12:30 at night. So I think this is going to be my final. I'm going to say 73. Let's see, who do we have here? We have AL18 Nate, good to hear you. Nick and Sandy, KF5ADE and KG5SYC. We'll say 73 to the both of you. Great to hear you out there this evening. Let's see, KVZA Eric, good to hear you, my friend. Thanks for doing the trivia and the logging tonight. And that was a good question there. Lots of time to think and lots of conversation. Nick, K8SLG. Just thanks for being there, my friend. Always good. KI5RFI Mac, always a pleasure, my friend, and we'll talk to you there down the line. Boy, I hope I didn't miss anybody else there, but if I did, I'll say 73 all the way around. This is KD8EPC. I'm going to be clear and listening out before I time this thing out.
Yeah, this is KI5RFI Mac, and I'm going to be saying goodnight, too. It's past my bedtime, so good hearing all you guys on there, and I'll do my best to get back into the net next time. Pay more attention to what's going on there. Good talking to everybody, and I'll start working on these club members around here in Northwest Arkansas, see if we can't round a few of them up to go to that ham fest. So good talking to y'all, and I'm going to clear and see you guys next time. It's KI5RFI.
This is KG5SYC, and want to just say goodnight to you. Yep, definitely past the rooster crowing. He's already been to bed, and he'll wake you up early in the morning. So you have all a good night's sleep. Definitely getting late. I'm going to have to, as soon as Nick finishes the puzzle, we'll have to head off to bed. He's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. So, just pray all that all goes well with his appointment, and we get things figured out. This is KG5SYC with KF5ADE, and we're going to say 7-3s to all of you, and we're clear.
This is KE8VZA returning. Yeah, I'm going to cash it in as well here. So 73s to everybody. KG5SYC, KF5ADE, KI5RFI, A8LT, KD8EPC, KD8SLG. Great talking with you guys, everybody. And 73s, and I'll listen out.
Wow, you guys took care of all the call signs. So Nick, Sandy, Nate, Eric, Dustin, Brad, Janet, Rocky. Everybody have a good night. It's great talking to all y'all. Good after party. KD8SLG, I'm clear. Good night, everybody.
W8WKY.